Overpowering prey with a deadly combination of speed and precision is what cougars are able to do best. And even against opponents that might seem unbeatable, cougars often manage to not only beat them, but also humiliate them, which is exactly what we're about to see today. What's truly terrifying about cougars is how stealthy they are, and how they could be right next to their target without being noticed at all. Take this deer, for example. It was peacefully grazing in the middle of the night and had no idea that it had been picked to be the night's dinner by a hungry cougar that was lurking nearby. The cougar started approaching the oblivious deer, and it was able to get within a few inches of it before the deer sensed its presence, but it ended up getting strangled to death anyway. Paying attention in a hostile environment, which I guess is literally everywhere in the wild, always pays off, as it's the best way to keep from getting torn to shreds by other hungry creatures. This group of elks knew that very well. And while some of them were grazing, others were keeping watch, and when a cougar tried to sneak up on them, one elk was able to spot it and quickly warn everyone. While roaming around in the middle of the night looking for something to eat, this soon-to-be dead coyote did not realize that there was a much bigger and much more dangerous predator tracking it down after having picked up its scent. The cougar passed the exact same spot where the coyote had been before, and it knew exactly where it was going to be next. 20 minutes later, the hungry cougar returned, carrying the dead coyote's corpse in its mouth. For any of you who might seriously think that a wolf is an actual match for a cougar, take a look at this short clip. As you can see, the cougar wasn't really even trying to chase after the wolf, but the wolf was in such a hurry to get out of the area and avoid dealing with the big cat. The cougar would have no doubt torn the wolf apart if it had caught it, and the wolf knew it. The only reason that this deer was able to survive the vicious attack of the hungry cougar that was trying to kill it was the cameraman stopping to take a video of it. The big cat had secured a firm grip on the helpless deer's neck, and it was only a matter of time before the deer suffocated to death. But just before the cougar could finish the job, this man stopped to film and ended up spooking the cougar and causing it to run away, inadvertently saving the deer's life. This one will probably be the hardest one for you to wrap your heads around. This female cougar was giving her two little cubs a bath when it noticed a huge grizzly bear heading towards them, as you all can see. The concerned mother knew that she was going to have to fight the bear, and she was smart enough to hide her little two cubs first. After doing that, the cougar got ready to face the approaching bear, and as soon as the bear was close enough, the cougar immediately attacked it. Grizzly bears are probably the top land predators on our planet, but not only was this brave cougar able to stop the bear, it also managed to chase it away in a humiliating scene. Even though both of these predators were dead set on keeping the kill, the cougar proved that it had the superior will. The cougar was pretty hungry, and its cubs were too, but the equally hungry bear decided to try and steal their meal away. The bear was hoping to intimidate the cougar and scare it away without a fight, as it understood how dangerous that could be, but the cougar wasn't willing to back down. After a fierce standoff, the bear decided to look for something else to eat, avoiding a potential bloody battle. Having just awoken from a deep slumber, this bear left its den for only a few moments before it was met with an aggressive cougar that didn't like it being there. The cougar wasn't very trustful of the bear, even though the bear never tried to attack it or cause it any trouble. The cougar, on the other hand, was quick to attack the bear and test its strength and patience. The bear had never met another creature that was this aggressive towards it, and it couldn't hide that it was a little bit scared. But what about other big cats? Would a cougar be as brave against one of them? Let's find out. Here we have a cougar and a tiger that had just met. Both felines were curious, yet wary of one another. But the surprising thing was that the much bigger tiger was the one to back away first, revealing how terrified it was of the smaller cat. Interesting, isn't it? Deep in the woods, where all kinds of bloodthirsty predators lurk, cougars are more than capable of handling themselves, and this clip is a clear example of that. After running into a Canadian lynx and getting into a short skirmish with it, this cougar was finally able to scare the nervous predator away, marking a new territory under its rule. While it was completely surrounded by some very aggressive dogs, this cougar showed an impressive amount of courage as it stayed mostly calm and thought about its next move. None of the dogs would have a chance against the cougar alone, but even together, none of them dared to actually attack the cougar or make the first move. Deciding to establish its dominance and remind a lynx who was boss, this cougar launched a half-hearted attack that was only meant to intimidate the other predator into moving away. The tactic worked, and the lynx chose to move away to avoid confrontation. Did you enjoy this video? Please let us know in the comments section down below. And don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. And please, turn on your notifications bell to get notified when we upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.